building competence builds confidence. Very important decision you make is who you want to be. Essentially, what you want your values to be. Who do you want to be in this lifetime? What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to be? We're all going to die one day. It's happening. And at your funeral, what do you want people to say about you? Because when you get to your funeral, people are going to say, oh, this guy had $10 million in it. Oh my gosh, this guy owns a business with 1,000 employees. No, they're going to say who you were.
The hardest thing in the world, starting over. It's back to the 0 to 1 thing. It's the mountain climbing thing. You're not going to find your path to the top of the mountain in the first go around. Sometimes you go up there, you get stuck, and you come back down. And the difference between all the successful people and the ones who are not is the ones who are successful want it so badly they want to go back and start over again and again, whether in their career or in their relationships or anything else.
Whether you're in the first, second, or even third act, however, you gotta remember it's the way you end. It's the way you leave people feeling about what your most recent accomplishments are. So it's never too late.
What I also love about this is if you don't like how it feels, we know you're not in the third act yet.
No, that's right.
Right?
You're not at the end. You're not at the end. You still got more acts to go. You still got an opportunity to change and create a blockbuster life. Never too late to pivot. The power of the pivot. I'm a big believer in embracing that power. Your movie's not over. Your story is not over being told.
You have to want it. You have to want to be better. And it starts off with you have to have pride in yourself. You have to have pride in yourself. You have to have there's something about you, whether it's your last name, whether it's the smallest thing. You have to be proud of yourself. And if you have no pride in yourself, I can't give it to you.
Because you're always going to compromise. You're always going to fall.
Always.
There's a big difference between 99% and 100. I always thought that I was giving 100%. I wasn't. But I was only 1% from making that money, from being where I want to be, from having everything in life that I've ever dreamed of. But it's that 1% that we sleep on. It's that 1% that we wake up in that morning and like, you know what? Not today. Maybe tomorrow. Well, guess what? That's why it's so easy to be great nowadays. Because most of them is a week.
Every day when you get out of bed, life's standing right there to kick you in the face, man. Could be anything. Could be you get up and you walk downstairs, you've been flat tire, you're late for work, and you got this thing. Life is going to throw all kinds of crazy, right? And you have to be ready for it. You got to deal with it. You can't curl up into a ball. You can't run away from it. You can't hide. You have to take all it head on. You have to get up every day. When I get up out of bed, I strap up and I'm getting ready for war.
So many of us come from these small places in our mind that we're not willing to think outside of only what we've seen. Our mind works in such a small compartment. And one thing I was able to do was to dream. Many people don't make dreams master. I was able to dream outside the four walls of that small town. And until you're able to really put yourself into that dream, but don't make dreams your master, that's where you truly become what you're destined to become.
Being great is being selfish. You have to be selfish to be great. You have to put the work in, the dedication in to be great, to be the best in the world, to win the gold medal. You have to work extremely hard and you have to be selfish about that. It has to come first because that's what it takes to meet your objective, to meet goals.
The main purpose of life is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to really research is, man, why am I not doing this for myself? Because that is the number one purpose in life, is to better oneself.
But it's like, oh, do you want to do this or not? Which is what I think a lot of it boils down to. Do you actually want to do this or not? Do you actually want to do this or not? Because if you actually want to do it, what's going to stop you? Nothing. And if you don't really want to do it, what's going to stop you? Just about anything that comes up. Just about any obstacle that gets in your way becomes an excuse. It becomes a reason. It becomes a rationale for not proceeding down that path.
It's about gaining control of your mind, putting things back into proper perspective, and then saying, I really do want to be here. And I'm going to have a bunch of these 1 seconds through this 130-hour journey. And I have to learn to control this, because if I fail one of these 1 seconds, I will not be a SEAL. I will not be a doctor. I will not be a lawyer. I will not be whatever it is. So that's how important that 1 second decision is. It's all about your mind takes control of you. You have to say, you, I run this life.
Your excuses will destroy you and take everything that you ever wanted from you if you let them. When your excuses make you feel a little bit better about the fact that you didn't execute on what you needed to execute on, then they can make you feel better, but they're not helping you. They're not helping you at all.
And what that is this. If you do 130 hours, every second you have to win. If you lose 1 second of that 130 hours, you will not be a Navy SEAL. In life, it's the same way. If you lose 1 second, not take a break. If you make a bad decision and just hang it up in that 1 second, you will regret it. You must win every second. You must be in control of your life every second of your life, or you will lose. So that's the biggest thing. Never forget your goals. Many dreams die while suffering. Don't be one of those people whose dreams die while you're suffering.
It doesn't make sense to continue wanting something if you're not willing to do what it takes to get it. If you don't want to live a lifestyle and release yourself from the desire, to crave the result but not the process is to guarantee disappointment. If you don't want to live the lifestyle, then release yourself from the desire. There is a path between where you are and the place that you want to be. If you're not prepared to do that walk, still wanting to reach the end of the path is just guaranteeing that you're going to live an unsatisfactory life.
He said that you have to work on yourself. You have to have an unstoppable attitude, and no excuse is acceptable. And you've got to make it a priority, a non-negotiable in your life, and hold a constant vision of what it is you want to achieve. See it accomplished, and go all out. Find a way to win.
Taking full accountability for life with all of the deficiencies that you have may be the most painful thing that you do when you look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is my fault. But in saying, this is my fault, those are also the first 2 steps of progress, because it's my fault, not anyone else's, which means it's my responsibility and my action that can change that. And I think that marrying short-term pain with long-term progress is one of the first connections that most people on that path have to make.
You're going to do things, you're going to make mistakes, you're supposed to learn and then move forward with the understanding of what not to do. And when you move forward, life may get better, it may not, but somewhere along the lines it's going to click. And everything that I went through back here was supposed to happen so that now that I'm here, I'm able to go ahead with such a high level of knowledge, and I can make other people better, I can make myself better, I can do more for my family. Something happens.
The hunger of not being one of those people that's left behind is what makes you successful in the first place.
And it's scary.
In order to be the champ, you have to live a lifestyle. Be disciplined. It's all about discipline, doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you love it. That's what it's all about. But if you don't have discipline, I don't care how skillful you are, nothing.
Each one of you has the capacity to be a rogue elephant, because you know something, there's nothing holding us back except the limitations we have in our own mind. That elephant is in reality unstoppable. And the most important goal that you can develop, the most important quality or characteristic that you can develop for happiness and success is to be unstoppable yourself. Is to think of yourself as unstoppable. And you know how you become unstoppable? It's by the basic psychological and behavioral development principle of simply saying it to yourself. Because whatever you say to yourself and believe over and over again, you start to believe as a reality. You start to walk and talk and act. So what you say is, I am unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I don't care what it is, I'm unstoppable. Nothing will stop me. The greatest of all qualities to guarantee success is the absolute willingness to go at anything and refuse to stop until you achieve it.
So if you're not prepared for it, if you don't have any type of heart, you won't last. From where I grew up, heart was everything. And heart was sometimes saying, I don't care if I get my ass whipped. I'm not gonna allow y'all to think that this can happen, so I'm gonna lose today, but tomorrow I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna talk. Whatever that moment was, it was about establishing any level of respect that you could, and that respect eventually turned into friendship from all.
The fastest way to attract what you want in life is to deserve it by doing so much work it becomes unreasonable not to achieve it. Do so much work it would be unreasonable that you fail. The seat at the table is yours if you want it. Do the hard work, build the skills no one can ignore, adjust your mindset to match where you want to go, then pull up a chair and sit down. You want to work with such relentless obsession that when people see you, they're grateful they don't have to compete against you. The fastest shortcut is to stop looking for shortcuts. Do the work.
one guy who's strong, who's that pillar to the family in hard times. Make sure they look around and find you. These are the times right now to step up. Be that guy that protect anything. Stay hard.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly and miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid to sacrifice some blood.
You be that warrior in that blood. Alright? You stand strong. You be a strong man. You be a good man. That's why the world breaks down.
Going into combat, going to war, out of the 100 men that go into war, 10 shouldn't be there. 80 of them are just targets. 10 do most of, or 9 do most of the fighting. 1 is a warrior. And it's a true quote to life. I saw it going through training, I saw it everywhere I went. There's so many people who just show up to life. They shouldn't be around. And there's a few people who do all the work. I wanted to be part of that 9, and I'm working towards being that 1.
Everyone is jealous of what you've got. No one is jealous of how you got it. People see the trophies, but not the training ground.
Everybody wants the view, but no one wants the climb.
You're a man. You are a man. Stand up and be a man. Make the hard decision. Make the sacrifice. Make the unpopular decision. And become comfortable with your own skin. And if you are not a person that you are not speaking on, that is the one person who will go back to that full power, full right, full responsibility.
We all know my life is exactly the person I want to become. The question is, do we believe it? Without that belief, every journey will run until it leads. The ability to maintain so to fulfill the body, the way temporary pain, just a lifetime of gravity. What are you gonna do? How bad do you want it? There's 2 options. Continue forward, pushing upward. And if you do, that dream is getting birth. And forever you will live in the reality of it. If you stop, quit, throw it down, I promise you there's a distance you can travel far enough to never again.
Everybody has different that. You have a moment where you can go forward or you can give up. The thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. That's the guarantee of quitting. That it will never happen no way under the sun. The only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up no matter what.
When you have a chance to do something truly special, sometimes in life you have to put the numbers aside and make important odds. You have to make a tough choice. You have to try your best and to fight your hardest. Because the only thing worse than losing the biggest game in your life is losing respect for yourself.
With every time you fail, it's painful, especially as I saw last night, it causes disappointment. I've often said a man's character is not judged after he celebrates a victory by what he does when his back is against the wall. So no matter how great the setback, how severe the failure, you never give up.
What if we have that kind of attitude? The cause we possess, nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and saying to yourself, it's not over until I win.
The real reality is, no matter how much emotional feeling you may have, or how much pain you may have, life has to go on. Life doesn't stop anyway. But if you don't process that and understand that, you're stuck in whatever time period you got hurt forever.
You ever feel like nothing good was ever going to happen? I don't want to just survive. It says in these movie writing books that every character has a dark night. I think everybody starts out somewhere. They do something, and then change their life. That's what we're on. That's my life.
And now here's my last question, my very last question on the questions to ponder is why not now? There never was a better time. And what a time now for us to take this dream and not let it die. Take this dream and give it life. Take this dream and breathe into it your own personal spirit until finally it becomes a flame that burns around the whole world. Let's go do it now.
Like